Like a real teacher, I am fashionably late. Everyone else is required to show up nice and early. But me, no, 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 no. As a faculty member, this is not an issue for me. I can show up as and when I choose to, and you will all simply have to cope. Isn't that right? So, allow me to ask my famous questions before we begin. Am I audible? Is this the right ear? Is this the left ear? Are we feeling happy? Feeling content? Good. Very, very good indeed. Ooh. I'm to understand that some of you haven't been being very well behaved. I'm to understand that some of you haven't been keeping up with your work. Am I right or am I wrong? And don't lie to me, because I will know. Yes, I thought so. I thought as much. That's all right, because that's what we're here for today. Today is about catch up. Today is about a relaxing experience where you and I will be able to catch up on some work that we might have missed over the past few days. Right? And I'll refrain from cupping the ears too much, because people seem to take an issue with that whole student and teacher tag, which is fine. Maybe that isn't what we have in mind for today. But no. So if you'll give me one moment to go ahead and tweet about today's stream, then we can get started. Oh, you are a funny lot, aren't you? You are very funny. I like you all. I like you all very much. You're my favorite class. But that doesn't mean that you're not prone to error. That doesn't mean that you're not prone to a few mistakes, and that's fine. I understand. I do understand. Hold on. There we are. Right. With that out of the way, let me explain how today is going to work. How many of you gorgeous and talented students who are falling behind for no reason other than a little bit of laziness, how many of you are familiar with the Pomodoro technique? So, for those of you who don't know, allow me to explain. The Pomodoro technique is a way of maintaining productivity over a long period of time. So, the way that it works is that we set a timer. I've got my phone here. I'm going to set a timer for 25 minutes. And during that time, there will be complete silence in my class. Understood? I should hear nothing but the crinkling of paper, the scrawling of pencils, and perhaps, if you're lucky, the occasional cough under your breath. Is that understood? Very good. Very good. And after that 25 minutes, we will take a 5-minute break, in which time you will all have the opportunity to either communicate with me, ask questions, ask for help. Perhaps you might be struggling with math. God forbid, because you all know I can't do math, but I will certainly try. God forbid I will try. But yes, that's how today is going to work. So, before we begin, make sure that you are hydrated, that you have a cup of tea or a glass of water or something that will help make sure that you stay alert and happy while we're doing our work together. And if you're ready, I think it's about time that we begin. What if you misbehave? I'll simply ignore you, because I know that's not what you want. I'm setting the timer now. So, whether you're studying English or maths, science, whatever it is, we're now going to begin the first portion of our study session. So, sit back, relax, and get to work. The timer starts now. Do keep it down on the back row, I can hear you. What am I doing? I'm writing up your report papers, of course. All of you are being expelled for flirting with a teacher. It's not appropriate. Time's up, everybody. Well done, well done. We've completed our first Pomodoro. Let me go ahead and, why don't we take a longer break? Why don't we have 10 minutes of chat, and then we'll go back to studying, shall we? That time is going now. Right, how was that? Let me ask. I'm awfully sorry about the noise outside. Our school is in a very busy part of the city. I hope that you can all understand that. Right. Let me ask an honest question, and I expect total honesty from all of you. How many of you actually used this space to study something? That's alright, you don't have to answer. I understand. Do any of you have... A lot of people... Wow! A lot of you poorly behaved miscreants have actually been studying. Good work. Good work. I'm very proud of you. Good work. I have to be honest, many of you, especially given the state of chat, I didn't have high hopes, but it seems that you're proving me wrong. Thank you. I take a great deal of pride in your success, and so, those of you who are studying, well done. And to those of you who aren't, either find something to study, or you're welcome to stay. Chances are, if you're not studying, it's probably because you feel like you've done enough and might just want to relax, and that's okay too. Alright, let me have a look at what people have been saying. Thank you to those of you sending supers, your tuition fee. I think that's a creative way of looking at it. And thank you to Makida and Giselle for the Akaspas that you've given as well. And Ray, thank you for the Akaspa as well. How kind of you. How very kind of you. Ray, I'd be very proud of you if you finished your paper. Of course. I've been doing a bit of work too. I've been going over various things that various things that will become known to you in the next few months, but that I cannot speak on at the moment. Try not to look behind my desk. If you do, then I'll have to get really angry and you wouldn't want to see that. Or maybe you would. You know, I shouldn't presume to know anything about you lot, because I think that in the instance where I think you're going to feel something, or if I feel like I can threaten you with something, chances are you'll just enjoy what I'm threatening you with, so it is what it is. And Nai, thank you for the Akaspa. Very nervous. Oh, of course, of course, of course. Good luck. Very good luck to you. Very good luck. I hope that it all goes well. Wow. It's exciting stuff. I hope it goes well. A whole new job. Wow. Yeah, stop trying to make me angry. It won't work. I'm feeling very tranquil at the moment. I'm feeling very pleased and relaxed. All sorts of things. So, excuse me. Also, to those of you who heard the loud squeaky door earlier, by the way, this is not something to be worried about. We're in a school, and there are lots of doors. There are lots of students trying to get on with their work at the moment. But you're right, that was just Onigiri popping in. He was tired, sleeping in that adorable tiny bed we gave him. And he hopped onto my belt and then started begging me to put you guys in slow mode, because for some reason you all felt it was such a better use of your time. Such a better use of your time to be trying to rile me up in chat than actually to study. What a shame. What an absolute shame. Phoenix Chi-Hong, thank you for that piece of your tuition fee. I've really concentrated on reading the novel until the break. Am I a good girl? Of course you are. Reading The House Where the Mermaid Sleeps from Higashi no Keigo. That sounds nice. It sounds like a lovely book. Goodness me, the traffic is fairly active outside today, isn't it? It's terrible. Terrible stuff. Well, it's not terrible. People are just getting where they need to go. But Ichigo, are you a good janitor? You're a good you're a good janitor, but today you're a good hall monitor, making sure that nobody is running around with those squeaky shoes outside. Giselle, thank you for the Arcosphere. Oh, preparing for a presentation. Well, for those of you who might be having to prepare for a presentation, I've got, well, I'm not sure. I think public speaking is one of those things that you'll always be scared of if you're scared of it. The best thing to do with a presentation is to practice a little bit, speak on something that you fully understand, and if you don't fully understand it, do some reading, try to figure it out. And the worst thing that you can do is read information straight off the slides. Just have the slides be an image relevant to what you're talking about, and then speak freely on what you know about the subject. End of story. That's all you need to do. That's what people are there for. They're there to listen to you share your knowledge on a subject, and they're not there to watch someone text-to-speech style read off of a PowerPoint. So remember, be careful, and don't let yourself get psyched out, because I promise you, all of the people watching you would be just as nervous as you are in your situation. Alright? Alright. Good luck with that. And I'm very proud of you for A, having been brave enough to come to me in front of the class and ask for help, as all of you should be, as all of you should remember that you can be brave and you can chat to me whenever you feel like it, but also to admit that you needed help. Good job, Giselle. Good job. Broken legs. Thank you very much for that. Doesn't matter how much you can give. This school has flexible tuition fees, so whether you can give as much as you want or nothing at all, that is all fine. You're under no pressure. Of course, of course. Good luck. I really can't win, can I? I really can't win. It's either we have the first ASMR stream where all I do is, you know, act up and enjoy the attention, and then all of a sudden when I'm trying to do something completely say-so and completely helpful, all I'm trying to do is help people study, and they're like, oh, he's activating my praise kink. Honestly. But I'd like to wish a lot of very warm praise to those of you who are keeping quiet about it, because we are still on school hours. Jenna T, thank you for the Arcosphere. 3 tests in less than 2 hours. Of course. Oh, that. It's okay. It's okay. Those tests are going to go fine, and you're in the right place. Although what I would say is that if they're in the next 2 hours, don't try and study now. Just sit here and try to relax if you can. Yes, no horning on school hours. You should at least wait for break time, okay? Yeah, 3 tests in 2 hours. That's a lot. You know, I remember an old friend of mine used to be a teacher, and he used to have this thing where he would read poetry after a break. He would during a double lesson, like, an hour each. In between periods, he would sit the students down, and instead of giving them an actual break, he would read them a poem. To be fair, they were very good poems, but I don't think the students really appreciated it all too much. No, it's not Ike, but now that I think about it, Ike would make a very convincing teacher, wouldn't he? Denise. Very inappropriate of you to call that out during the lesson. Please see me after class. Oh. You all distracted me so very thoroughly. It's time for another 25 minutes of hard study. Are you ready? Okay. Back up to 25 minutes. I'm sorry, everyone. I know that you've all been enjoying Zatsudan with your homeroom teacher, but unfortunately, we're actually here to get some work done today. So, do keep that nasty little mouth shut and get on with a bit of work, right? If not for you, do it for me. Okay? Okay. Let's go. I've lost my phone. Where is it? There it is. No, I'm good. Don't worry. Shh, back to work. Hold on a sec, there's something happening with the sound. Let me fix that. Believe I got it. Very sorry about that. Sorry if I distracted you. Shut the fuck up out there. Oh, excuse me. Oh, goodness me. I'm sorry, Gary. Sorry, guys. Oh. You know, to be like a real teacher, I should have sneezed as loud as I possibly could have. That would have been funny. Thank you. Tascari. is the session. Well done, everybody. Well done indeed. Well done, well done, well done. Now, I noticed there was some issue with the audio earlier. It sounded like there was sort of clicking and then like a bit of a meh, 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 meh. It might be to do with the XLR connection. Did it sound offensive? Like, was it really, really loud, or was it okay? Because if it was bad, I have another XLR cable spare that I will try and replace it. So, only the best for all of you. Of course, of course, of course. It was relaxing? Huh? A faulty XLR connection, relaxing. What planet am I living on, I wonder? Alright, 10-minute break. 10-minute break for such lovely, well-behaved students such as mine. Finished your work, have you? Good. Good, good, good. I'm going to crack into my second cup of tea. This one's in a flask. This is a cool flask. It's shaped like a camera lens. But like eerily so. You know what I mean? Like scarily so. So it looks like a really expensive lens, and then you open it. It's like, oh, it's a flask. It's cool. I like it. It's good. It's good tea. Good tea. Thank you guys for all the love. Linhith, thank you for the Arkaspa. Morning Professor. I am translating your 400k stream and I'm halfway done. Good job. Well done. Well, we were saying that we would try reading some poetry in between, like my old friends, so perhaps we can try that. Love Song by Dorothy Parker. It's how I feel about my lord. Wow. Alright. Love Song by Dorothy Parker. Oh yeah, this is public domain. Okay. So this, everybody, by his own admission, is how Onigiri feels about me. My own dear love, he is strong and bold, and he cares not for what comes after. His words ring sweet as a chime of gold, and his eyes are lit with laughter. He is jubilant as a flag unfurled. Oh, a girl, she'd not forget him. My own dear love, he's all my world, and I wish I'd never met him. My love, he's mad, and my love, he's fleet, and a wild young wood thing bore him. The ways are fair to his roaming feet, and the skies are sunlit for him. As sharply sweet to my heart he seems as the fragrance of acacia. My own dear love, he is all my dreams, and I wish he were in Asia. My love runs by like a day in June, and he makes no friends of sorrows. He'll tread his galloping rigadoon in the pathway of the morrows. He'll live his days where the sunbeams start, nor could storm or wind uproot him. My own dear love, he is all my heart, and I wish somebody would shoot him. I like that poem a lot. That was really funny. And yeah, very in character for Onigiri to feel that way about me. Very in character indeed. It's a very funny poem, especially for one written so long ago. I liked it. Memelo, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you, girl. Thank you very much for coming in. Thank you very much for coming in and getting on with some work. Good to see that you take your study so seriously. Finished this part of my paper, but this session is a little too early for me. Am I allowed to take a nap in your class, Professor Vox? Alright, as long as you don't snore. And Hibiki, thank you for the Akaspa. Sorry, but it just occurred to me that someone said teacher and student is his favorite tag. Now listen. Now you listen. Calling me out for that in the middle of a study session is very inappropriate. Maybe you should see me after class as well. Sena, Eris Rias, thank you guys for the supers, and Hanna, thank you for the Akaspa. I'm a performing arts student. Your voice is so charming. Can you read one of your favorite poems? And at the same time, I'm not sure. Would you mind to imagine someone is... Oh, I get it. So I'll try reading a poem, and I have to pretend that one of you is fucking around, and I have to be like, Alright. What's one of my favorite poems? Oh, last time, on the last ASMR stream, people wanted me to read Annabel Lee. Let's do that. There it is. Students, listen carefully. This is Mr. Edgar Allan Poe's Annabel Lee. Now you'll pay attention during this break, and you will not muck about. Alright? Good. It was many and many a year ago, in a kingdom by the sea, that a maiden lived there whom you may know by the name of Annabel Lee. And this maiden she lived with no other thought than to love and be loved by me. I was a child, and she was a child in this kingdom by the sea, and we loved with a love that was more than love, I and my Annabel Lee, with a love that the winged seraphs of heaven coveted, her and me. And this was the reason that long ago, in this kingdom by the sea, a wind blew out of a cloud, chilling my beautiful Annabel Lee, so that her high-born kinsman came and bore her away from me, to shut her up in a sepulchre in this kingdom by the sea. Can you two in the back please stop talking? The angels, not half so happy in heaven, went envying her and me. Yes, that was the reason, as all men know, in this kingdom by the sea, that the wind came out of the cloud by night, chilling and killing my Annabel Lee. Please, it's almost done, don't rush. But our love, it was stronger by far than the love of those who are older than we, of many far wiser than we, and neither the angels in heaven above nor the demons down under the sea can ever dissever my soul from the soul of the beautiful Annabel Lee, or maybe they would have done if they were so impatient so as not to let me finish the fucking poem. For the moon never beams without bringing me dreams of the beautiful Annabel Lee, and the stars never rise but I feel the bright eyes of the beautiful Annabel Lee. And so all the night tide I lay down by the side of my darling, my life and my bride, in her sepulchre by the sea, in her tomb by the sounding sea. For fuck's sake. If you won't listen to me, I'll just go back to studying, and then you can chitter and chatter as much as you like. Why sit on this stream? Why sit on this stream with me if you're going to talk through my beautiful poetry reading? Zan, sardonyx. Thank you for that, sardonyx. That's actually really helpful. People, thank you for the super. Kindred Anon, thank you for the super. Strawberry Steak, thank you. Yume Serena, thank you. Imong, Yehongju, Miko, name I can't read, and Ark. Thank you guys very much for all the supers. How's that timer doing? 2 minutes left. Does anyone have something they'd like to ask? Anyone need help? Anyone in the back? Anyone in the back need help with some mathematics, some English, poetry analysis, perhaps? That's one of my favorites. Science, biology. Can you go home? Well, yes, but then you'll fail, and I'll be very disappointed in you. What is 1 plus 1? A very good question. It's 3. Next, please. 6 times 3. It's 20. Next, please. 9 plus 10. That's 19. Yes, I was testing you. Yes, you silly students, you silly little dumb twat. Yes, I was testing you. 1 plus 1 isn't 3, it's 2. 6 times 3 isn't 20, it's 18. And 9 plus 10 isn't 19. That's 21. Really giving lots of food to everybody today. Whether you're into praise or the opposite of that, it's really, you know, the all-you-can-eat buffet today. My lord plus Lorax equals fanfic. Yes, Onigiri. And also, listen to that. There's the timer. It's time for you all to put your heads down and get back to work. So, if you'd like to reopen your textbooks, get your pens and pencils out, and get back to work, we shall. This is our 3rd session for the day, so please pay attention. And for 25 minutes, I'd like silence, I would like close attention, and I would like for you all to learn something. Good luck. you will never get a handwriting review because it's awful. is no penalty for failure here. We're here to learn. Okay? But if that's what you want, see me after class. Gary's right. You can't prove that I'm not just reading hentai. But if you come over here and try to check, I will kill you. I never said I was. I never said I was. I'm not. But you can't prove that I'm not. Get back to work, Mr. Squidward. The timer is up. Thank you guys very much for your kind and considerate cooperation. How nice of you. Also, my phone is almost dead. I'm going to go charge that real quick. One sec. There we go. You guys didn't do anything funny while my back was turned, did you? Good, I should hope not. I should fucking hope not. And yes, I'm one of the cool teachers. I'm one of the cool teachers that swears and bullies you. And flirts with you. What hentai? You didn't see any hentai, I wasn't reading any. Should I tell you an actual true fact? And this is kind of funny. Hold on. Giselle, thank you for the Arcusberg. Can you read... we actually, in our first date stream, we already did read The Fall of the House of Usher, which is a really interesting one. That was the one where you guys all crashed at my place, and they, you know, made the joke that there were 10,000 people all being like, oh, who farted? Because they're all in bed together. It was funny. But you want to know something? That entire time I was being very wholesome and very say-so. I thought, well, my good, well-behaved, lovely students are all getting on with their own work, and so I thought, you know what? You know what? Why don't I do some studying too? And so I went and I tried to do some maths. I downloaded an exam paper and I started trying to do some maths. Right now, I'm actually struggling because I've forgotten how to do a lot of these functions. So, guys, can you Kindred, if you'd like a little bit of extra credit, can you help me solve this puzzle for me? So, let me give you the rundown, basically. There's a right-angled triangle, and I've got to try and find... I found the hypotenuse, obviously, because that part's easy. Pythagorean theorem, Pythagorean theorem, easy stuff. But I also have to find the angles, because there's another triangle next to it, another right-angled triangle. Oh, wait a minute. I think I just solved it. Holy shit, hold on, wait. Hang on a minute. That is so bizarre, isn't it? Okay, and there's another right-angled triangle next to it, which is... Wait a minute. Okay. Let me try and think about this. Because let me tell you, I have never passed a formal... You know, I was too old for it. I've never passed a formal maths education, so I don't know this stuff. If there's a right-angled triangle and the opposite and adjacent are both 10 centimeters, obviously the hypotenuse is then 20 centimeters, how do we find the angle if we don't have a calculator? Because this is a non-calculator paper. How do I calculate angles without a thingy? Because it seems like you need to use sine and cos and whatever it is, but you can't do that without a calculator, so what do? I am deeply uneducated. It's a shame. No. I'm all self-taught. Yeah, sine, cos, tan. Don't you need to use the calculator for that? But yes, I'm trying to solve the paper, like, properly. It's a non-calculator paper. So how do I find the angle? We know it's a right-angle triangle, and we're trying to find the angle of, I believe, the adjacent. But I don't know how to do it without a calculator. Did I get it wrong? Wait a minute. So, yeah, it's 10 squared plus 10 squared equals c squared. So which is 200. Square root of 200 is 20. So, or is it? Oh God, no, I might be going silly. Do I have to use a protractor? Yeah, that's the thing. I'm just trying to do it with my pencil and paper. With a right angle triangle, is it always 45, 45, 90? Because I keep looking it up and it's like, oh, you must use your calculator and find out sine, cos, tan, SOHCAHTOA, and all of that kind of stuff. I think might need a protractor. Ooh, piss. Well, no, it's not drawn to scale is the thing. It's not drawn to scale. So I guess that would mean x is 45 degrees. Because if both the opposite and adjacent are 10... God, I don't know. This is funny. I didn't mean to talk about maths with you guys. I'm sorry. Listen, we're on our break. I forgot to set the timer. Alright, we can have a long break. Alright, I forgot to set the timer. Hold on. Alright, 10 minutes from now. There you go. Alright, yeah, moving on from maths, because it's driving me nuts. How are you all? You all studying hard? Yagishi, thank you for the akaspa. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, I know to make sure it's equal to 180 degrees, but... I'm glad you're all doing okay. I'm very glad. Sharpen my bloody pencil. Does anyone have any questions? Do you guys need a hand? As you've probably seen, I'm probably not the best to help with maths, but, you know. It is what it is. I just saw a tweet from Nina asking why I willingly put myself through FNAF. Because FNAF is fun. Oh boy, she's in for it. She's in for it when she sees that we're doing... Yes, and I mean it on my schedule. I mean it. We're doing 1020 mode in Sister Location Custom Night this week. I mean it. I'm gonna do it. Will I beat it? Probably not, but I'm gonna do it. Is Nina playing FNAF now? Hold on, let me check. Oh my god, she is. Oh my god, she is. I reckon I'll drop by after the stream. After we finish studying, I reckon I'll drop by and see if I can't wish her well. Oh, that's funny. I remember I was having a chat with her recently. About it. We were like, oh yes, you'll be able to talk to me about the law. Isn't that exciting? And it seems like she's not enjoying it as much as I think she wanted to. Oh well. Okay. Lexi, thank you for the super. Both angles are 45 degrees since both arms are 10 centimeters. Equal arms of a right angle means equal angles. Also the square root of... Really? Must have done that wrong. Because I always... No, yeah, you're right. No, you are right. Yeah, I forgot how to do square roots. Oh well. So now that we know that, if they're both 45 degrees, that means, yeah, the angle of x, which I was trying to find, is 45 degrees. Thank you, Lexi. Clever girl. There's a name I can't read. Scarlet, thank you very much for the super. Pico. Down Atrocious. Sapphire. Moo. Thank you guys for the supers. Phoenix Chihang, thank you for the Akaspa. Oh, I cried because of the emotional damage from the novel. Oh, I'm sorry. The story is too heartbreaking and heavy. I hope you don't mind I cried in your class. That's okay. Many people cry in class. It is a place that tests you in all sorts of ways, so I don't really blame you. Have I ever tried getting emotional damage from the novel? Which novel are you talking about? I might be forgetting. Yuki Kimi, thank you for the Akaspa. March 12th is my birthday, and it's a plant tree festival. If Sensei can plant a tree, what kind of tree will you plant? Flowering tree. Sakura trees are quite nice, aren't they? I think flowering trees are very sweet. I'd like to plant one of those. Should I... Well, I don't want to distract anybody. Should I go full ASMR and start praising you for doing so well with your studies, or should we be more inclusive to the people who aren't really into that? I don't know. Oh, you are so very predictable. That's okay. Oh, sweet thing. I'm so very proud of you. Look at you. You came all this way out to spend some time purely studying. Well, there's so much else in your life going on. So much else in your life that you could be doing that's more fun. You wanted to spend a while just sitting in silence and learning, getting on and being productive. That's a very good girl. Or, if you prefer, a very good boy as well. You've been very good, and I'm very proud of you. I'm so very proud of you for having worked so hard. Well done. When I have read a novel, I remember being really invested in Harry Potter when I read it. I like that. I like the characters. I like the books a lot more than the films. Yeah, no, thank you for the super. Thank you very much. Yes, Arabella, I can believe that. Makes sense given how often you feel the need to shout out and interrupt. You're reporting me to the principal's office? Oh. But I thought what we had was special. Oh, but then you won't get to have any more of me wishing you well and saying how proud I am of you. Terrible, terrible, terrible behavior. Here I am, wishing you well for having been so well behaved. You decide to be all naughty like that. Terrible, terrible behavior, that is. Oh. Couldn't imagine it. Couldn't imagine one of my own kindred betraying me like that. Good. Good. Is the next... thank you for asking. Is the next lesson sexual education? No. It's more private study time. Just because I'm giving you soft kisses and ASMR and telling you how well you're doing doesn't mean that anything's going to happen. Doesn't mean that any of you are going to get to crawl under my desk anytime soon. That'd be very poor conduct for a teacher. No, no. No, no. We've only got 50 seconds left, and then it'll have to be the end of it. And then we'll have to go our separate ways. Well, we'll be doing one more Pomodoro, and then having one final break, and then it'll be the end. So we'll have had a nice 2-hour study session, my bad. No, kindred, you are not allowed during this study session to be under my desk, to be on top of my desk, or to be bent over my desk. That is against school conduct, and I do not approve of it. That kind of behavior is for after class. Nor am I allowed. How did I forget that? They're floating? I think at that point I would just be impressed. Alright. That is time up. Oh, no more praise. Let me get my phone. No more nice soft ASMR for anybody. Now it's time for a cold, dark, sad, evil end to the lovely, lovely learning stream. How terrible. How terrible. Oh. Ah. Oh. All right. 25 minutes of uninterrupted learning. Then we will have a chance to say goodbye. So, while you're on the clock, be good. Time starts now.
hungry.
You guys can hear my tummy rumbling. Stop trying to make me hungry. You test me like that, I might just have to eat you instead, and then where would we be? I shouldn't joke about that, it's very serious. not saying you should look at Twitter, but I just retweeted something that was really funny. How are you going to pass your exams like that? Must learn to resist temptation. Thank you so much, students, for such a lovely study session. We're all done. We're all wrapped up. And I'm very proud of you. Look at what you did. Think about all the other things you could have done. All the games you could have played. All the time you could have spent doing something unproductive, but you chose to stay here with me and to listen to me say not a word and to just study. That takes real strength. That takes real self-discipline. And I'm very proud of you. Very proud of you indeed. Well done. Let me quickly go through some of these archetypes. We got 3 from Shahan. My lord, I will win you from every time and from every night, from all banners that throb and shine, from all swords held tight. You'd better hold your breath. Maybe the only one situation that can make me not love you is when both the daylight and night disappear. Could you say, my girl, my honey, my Shuhan. Good night. It's very sweet of you. Thank you. Oh, interesting. Very interesting indeed. Let me quickly catch up on these. Nidika, thank you for the Akaspa. I'm really glad that you found it helpful. Happy birthday, Nidika, and well done for spending so much time staying productive. Hannah, thank you for the Akaspa. I'm hungry too. Is it okay to eat something under my desk? If you want to know how I'll punish bad behavior after class, well, I don't reveal my methods to the public. You might as well stay after and see for yourself, Memelo, thank you. Thank you guys so much. Lovely. Well, looks like that's all for today. I'm very proud of you all. You've done so very well, and I think that's going to be where I wrap up for now. This is not the only stream that we're doing today. So it'll be evening time for me, but at around 7 AM JST, I will be taking the fight to the robot in Smash. It's going to be a series of straight one-on-ones, where he's going to play mostly Belmont, and I'm going to play mostly Kazuya. I've been practicing. Because to be honest, I think that he seems to be kind of good at the game, and I'm a little scared. But that's okay. I'll give it my all. I'll do my best to defend the honor of you, Kindred, who he seems to have it out for some reason. Maybe he likes you. Maybe he just doesn't like me. Whatever. Whatever his qualms are, whatever his issue is, I'll do my best to execute a perfect 0 to death combo on him. Alright? Alright. That's all from me. Thank you guys very much for all of your kind support today, and thank you for being so well behaved. You are quiet, you are studious, and you are very obedient, and I can't thank you enough. Do sleep tight, and remember that you've got more of me to look forward to tomorrow morning.